Tomorrow is now today, and I'm headed back to the War Remnants Museum. It's about a 30-minute walk. I'm gonna grab breakfast and coffee on the way. So it's hotter than yesterday, but no rain today. Hopefully no rain. I didn't bring my umbrella. This is one of the few days I've been here where there has not been any rain in the forecast. Maybe that will end up biting me, not sure, is what it is. It is nice not carrying an umbrella all day though. I've been carrying an umbrella like every day. I'm back at this park on the way to the museum. It is a lot warmer today. This is the Vietnam weather that I remember from 2 years ago, where it is hot, it is humid. It's still probably, I think, cooler now than it was when I was here 2 years ago. I wasn't here during rainy season, but it's hot. This is one of the workout areas, the outside jungle gym for adults. Bunch of different machines you can do body weight exercises on. Pull-up bars, crunches. A bicycle thing. Oh, even a like an elliptical, outdoor elliptical. That's cool. And you die if you go in that box. Nobody is there now because it is so hot. Yesterday, when I was walking home, I saw a bunch of people there working out. After the sun starts to go down and it gets a little cooler, those things become really, really popular. I love seeing so many people out exercising, using those kinds of things. And this is the playground, and there's this thing that kind of looks like a long alien tongue. And I guess you crawl across it. I've never seen that before. Fitness is, in my opinion, one of the most important things somebody can have. And I love to see so many people out and about working on their fitness. And it's older people too. You'll see older people going out and doing body weight exercises and whatnot. I love that. I'm hopeful when I'm much older, I'll be one of those dudes that's still going out and doing body weight exercises in the park or wherever, or lifting or running marathons, I don't know. But fitness is important. I love seeing so many people focus on fitness. Weather is hot enough that I've started to turn on battery saver on my phone, not because I don't have enough battery, but because I'm trying to help the thing cool down and use less energy. It's getting hot in my pocket just as I walk. Remember how I said I wasn't going to bring my umbrella? It is raining. That was a mistake. I just got done walking around every floor of the museum. It is incredibly well done. Highly recommend. It is incredibly just horrific. There's a lot of stuff in there that I'm not going to put in the video because it's historical stuff, but I think it would get removed from YouTube. It would get removed from YouTube. It's history, but it's just horrible. So much, horrific's the only word I have. Definitely makes me feel like I'm dramatically undereducated on what happened during the Vietnam War. I highly recommend anyone who's in Vietnam, who is in Ho Chi Minh City, to add this tier list. It is a piece of history you should not miss. This is not a feel-good museum. Now I'm right next to the Independence Palace, just on my right. Can't get in. They've already closed today. They closed at 3:30 and it is 3:31. So I just missed it. I'll have to do that another day. The Independence Palace is right next to the War Remnants Museum. I was thinking of knocking both out, but I ended up just reading so much of the stuff at the War Remnants Museum, I ran out of time. This is the Independence Palace. This is gonna be a tomorrow thing. I was wrong. I'm in. The internet suggested that the palace closed at 3:30, but it actually closes at 6. So I am now inside. I'm very happy about that. This place is really cool. I did not want to stop walking around and exploring, so happy this place is open. Now we're up on the very top floor. There's just an absolutely incredible view. There's a piano up here. There's some military dudes doing stuff over that way. It's a view of the helipad right there. In 1975, the palace was bombed, and those two circles mark where the bombs landed. And then the president always had a Huey on standby. So there was always one parked here. This is the projector room. That's the projector. Okay, so there's two projectors, and then it'll be hard to see, but there's the theater right down there in the stage. This is the bottom of the theater. There's the stage. I guess you can see the screen right there, the green backdrop. Maybe that would go down and that would be the screen, and then up there, that's where we just came from, where the projectors are. And then directly that way, right out that window, such a good view. You can hear the fountain right now, even though it's on the other side of the building. This is the game room. You're near a school and they're doing some kind of celebration or end of day exercise or something like that. So if you do hear screaming, no need to be alarmed. It's just school. This is the First Lady's reception room. So the First Lady would oftentimes host dinners and stuff like this, and this is where she would do it. When the palace was bombed towards the end of the Vietnam War, the helipad was damaged, and then these stairs were also damaged. And we are not allowed to walk on them, they're fenced off. These are bedroom chambers. There's one here and there's one directly on the other side. And we're right underneath and behind the helipad. So there's this, I'll call it a skylight right there. And then the helipad is right up that direction. And then there's these dining residences too. And then you have the dining rooms. These are the ambassador chambers, last used in 1975. The newly appointed, at the time, Japanese ambassador was the last ambassador to be received here. These are the presidential reception rooms. There's two. This is the first one. This is the kitchen. This is so cool. Such a huge kitchen. There's a little elevator here to bring food upstairs, of course. Electric grill. Ice cream freezer. It's a coffee machine. A lot of fire extinguishers. Steamer. This whole thing is a steamer. You could steam a lot of stuff in that. It looks like some kind of oven. All these vents too for smoking and whatnot. A really serious looking stove. And this is maybe a gas stove, making a ton of soup on these burners. Like my hand, for reference, the size of this thing is huge. Massive wok. If I had a kitchen like this, it would make cooking for other people a lot easier. It would also make getting 10,000 steps easier, because if I wanted to cook one meal, I would probably end up walking 2.5 miles in my kitchen every day. There's a shooting range in here. This is the president's car. It was captured the day Saigon was liberated towards the end of the war. Kind of ruins the ambiance. I've been directed to not go the direction of the airplanes, which I want to see. People are saying that it's closed, but there's also like tons of people walking that way, so I don't totally understand why they're telling me to not go that way, but not anybody else. And then also, then they said it's okay for me to walk this direction. And this place is a circle, so I'm just gonna end up back to where I wanted to go. So I don't totally understand what's going on. They don't close for another hour, but then they're saying it's closed, but then they said it wasn't closed. So we're just gonna walk this direction and see what we find, and hopefully wrap back around to where I originally wanted to go. And whatever happens, happens.
War Museum?
Yeah, I just came from there actually.
Oh, that place is nuts.
That was very depressing.
Yeah.
I eventually managed to get back to the aircraft I had seen earlier. Along the way, I met this guy Lucas from Brazil. At this point in the day, the palace was about to close, so he and I grabbed a few beers and talked about travel and whatnot. Lucas eventually left, and I continued walking around District 1. There was an area on the northeast side of District 1 that I was curious about, so I headed that direction. trying to figure out how to cross this road because it seems impossible. And there's the subway. Okay, wait. Like there's planters and stuff. They definitely don't want us to be crossing, but okay, that's so, okay, this might work. So I was doing some research. The subway in Ho Chi Minh City is still being built. There's only like 3 stations. And it opened up after I was here last. So I've confirmed. I did not just randomly miss the fact that Ho Chi Minh City did have a subway when I was here last time. Ho Chi Minh City did not have a subway. Ho Chi Minh City now has a subway, and there's 3 stops. The planned route is huge. It looks like London or New York or something. And I think I'm at the 3rd place. So I believe the video I got when I was near the Bintan marketplace is the 1st stop. And I think now I'm in Japantown. And Japantown is roughly the 3rd stop. And nothing else has been built yet. It's all in progress of being built or being planned or is planned. I think that's really exciting. I am stoked for Vietnam to have a subway system. Public transportation is awesome. I have no idea how many years it's going to take for them to build it out, but it's awesome that they're doing it. There's canals in Ho Chi Minh City. In one of my previous videos, I was over here across this bridge. I think I have footage from right there, looking back this direction, if you remember, because I had this building in the shot. This is the other side of it. And then that tall, currently pink building in the distance. This is Landmark 81. The first time I was in Vietnam, I stayed at that building. I wasn't particularly high up, but at least as of 2 years ago, Landmark 81 was the tallest building in Southeast Asia. I think it's because it's got that unicorn horn situation on top between me and you, but I digress. It was a really cool area. Well, it was a nice area to stay, but it's isolated from everything. It's far away from the rest of the city. So if you're walking around a Landmark 81 area, it was very nice. But getting to the rest of Ho Chi Minh City was kind of a pain. You would always have to take a grab. It was far away. So it's a nice building, but I much prefer to stay somewhere more central where you're not so isolated. And then there's all of these buildings right here. I'm gonna walk this direction. These places look really neat. I don't know what the deal is with those, but we're gonna go walk over there and find out. And then there's all of these people down here hanging out along the water. It's insanely nice outside. And there's all of these people just hanging out along the river, along the canal. It's really neat. It makes me wish I had brought my 360 camera. The 360 camera does a lot better job at capturing the scale of things. This part of the city is just so cool, and the cameras just do not do it justice. Scooter. We're on the sidewalk. Oh, there's one more. 360 cameras would also do a better job at conveying just how careful you have to be, because scooters just come out of nowhere. Wherever you are, it does not matter where you are, you will never escape the scooters. in a very swanky part of Ho Chi Minh City. I was just walking randomly this direction, and now I am in this really cool area. There's all of these like gated like communities or gated homes, gated buildings. I'm not sure if these are like, these might be single family homes. Oh, they're not single family homes. They are, I think they're apartments, but they're like the situation where you have like one floor is one person's apartment and it's 5 floors. Got this incredible view of the skyline. I'm interrupting a special meeting. These homes, these units, whatever they are, they look like they're out of a movie. So these are apartments. Some of these are under tents. That's not the only one under a tent. But then the street sign rather. It's like these little LED things. That's so cool. This is so pretty. This is not going to come across on the video. And then also there's just these skyscrapers behind you. Also, it's quiet. You can hear the music in the background from across the canal. I imagine it's the same event that I went to last week. Okay, they are doing construction. I see a construction thing right there. So this wall is hopefully temporary. I don't know what they're going to be building there. I would hope it would be some kind of park. And a ton of these units are not being lived in right now. Okay, I do see some of them with lights on. It looks like all of the ones that are facing the water, one of them's like flat. They're either throwing a party or having some kind of crisis. That dude right there, he's either throwing a party or that's Morse code for assistance. Not sure which. And here on the left, we finally have a view of the waterfront. Yeah, they're doing construction. They're working on it. So it's obviously being worked on right now, but imagine in however long it takes to build a park, how nice it's going to be to have all of these beautiful apartments overlooking some park that is then right along the canal. I would honestly say this has got to be more expensive than the landmark area because the location is so much better. You're so much closer to District 1. Also, the train just passed. This is not a road, this is a train track, and the train is quite quiet. That would not disturb you at all if you were in one of these apartments. And it's 9:24. I guess that's not actually that late, but it's 9:24. Oh, here another one comes. Listen how quiet this is. That's not bad at all. You're next to public transportation, but it's not bad at all. I am going to need to start cutting the video short here though, because my phone is on pretty low battery, and I do want to be careful and make sure I have some battery left in case I need to do some kind of navigation to get home. I'm 95% sure I can get home without needing to navigate on my phone, but it is about an hour-long walk, so I just want to be careful. Yeah, I'm far. I have a long way to go. All right, that's all I got for today. I'm gonna be walking home now. It's over an hour walk home. I have a long ways to go. I've done a lot of walking today, and I have done a lot of walking away from home, and now I gotta walk all the way back. So I'm at 20,000 steps, and I think I'm like 20,000 steps away from home. Maybe 10,000, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm in the beautiful area right now. I will put it on screen what the technical name for it is. All these buildings are called like Aqua 1, Aqua 2, and then there's a JW Marriott residence building here as well. They call themselves the Marina. I don't know what this area is actually called though, so I'll put it on screen. Today's been a fantastic day. It's beautiful out right now, and I have a beautiful walk home. I'm gonna walk through Japantown. That's what I got. David, out.